YouTube, what is going on today? Thanks for checking out the video. We have some kind of raw, uncut pull day footage for you today that I'm going to be doing a voiceover to kind of explain some things, break down some form, provide some tips for you all to help you get a little bit more swole. I definitely want to do more of these like uncut type videos to get more content out, to try to share some more knowledge with you all. And I hope that you like the video. So please, if you do, let's help grow the channel. Like the video, hit the subscribe button, and of course, ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Now, I also offer online coaching, personalized training programs based off of your goals, your equipment setup, and your experience, as well as nutrition recommendations in conjunction with that. So definitely hit me up, shoot me an email. All that stuff will be down in the description below, but I hope you enjoy the video. Getting into this pull day session, we're starting off with pronated grip cable bicep curls. And you might be asking, Dave, why are we doing biceps first on a pull day? And that's because I prioritize biceps in this mesocycle, really trying to get my arms up. So if you're prioritizing something, if you really want to put energy into growing a specific muscle group, place that forward in your workout. I know you don't have to follow some made up hierarchy like I used to. Just make sure you're focusing on that, putting all of your fresh energy into that muscle group first and foremost. So I'm starting off 10 to 20 rep range, 2 reps in reserve on these pronated cable curls, strapped in on the VersaGrips, and we are grinding. Love this exercise to start out a superset, which I'm about to switch to. I think people kind of hate on pronated curls because they hit the brachialis and kind of like the short head, smaller part of the bicep, but that's okay. I like smoking that muscle group. Looks really aesthetic. You shouldn't avoid it just because it's not like a main thing. And it also sets up this superset into supinated grip. Same weight. Try to match your reps at a similar RIR. It's a really killer superset, making sure that I'm controlling the eccentric. This was the last set, so I had a little pump going. And I think the way that we can superset these movements really challenges your biceps in a different way. A lot of people get stuck in like lower rep ranges, maybe 8 to 12, 10 to 15 on biceps. But if you consider that this is pretty much one uninterrupted set, why is it so hard to say? Geez. Then I'm getting like 30 reps in one go, 20 to 30 reps in one go. So the way that I'm kind of fatigued from the pronated, able to work on my brachialis and then going straight into the awesome exercise that is the cable curl, I'm a huge fan. I think it's been a pretty good staple for me. I don't keep it in every mesocycle, but it's usually every other mesocycle I'm working this one in. Don't be afraid to push your biceps hard. Don't be afraid to grind. A lot of people are leaving way too many reps in the tank. I think we got good work done here. Then we're going to switch it right on over to the spider curl. The setup was a little awkward on this bench. I'm at like the hometown YMCA for Easter here, but it works well. So the spider curl is great. I think it's a better alternative than the preacher curl. You can do both, but I prefer the spider curl because your arms hang fully down. You're getting a crazy deep stretch, and then you're able to get a great contraction without cheating. There's absolutely no way I can really cheat. Sometimes people will swing into bicep curls, that type of thing, but strap into that easy curl bar, control it on the way down. You're generating a ton of tension and getting a great peak contraction, training at long lengths and squeezing hard in the short. So I'm taking this similarly to 2 reps in reserve. The pain is real though because you're also partially starving your arms from like blood. It's almost like partial occlusion training, and that's pretty crazy. So the set got pretty hard, but we're keeping on working, doing our thing, pushing close to failure and turning up on them. I'm just going to let the rest of this set play out real quick. Painful. Gosh, I'm so proud of myself. Look at that work. Every time, try to make it like that. I'm done. I'm kidding. Moving right along, similar concept with shoulders today. I do shoulders 4 times a week, so I get a huge variety. But similar concept with shoulders here than we did for the first bicep movement. So I'm starting off VersaGrip into the functional trainer doing cable lateral raises. Super lightweight, once again, 10 to 20 rep range biasing that higher end. And I really focus on 2 cues as I start this out. So I'm almost flicking my cables up, and I'm like probably 35-ish degrees off to my side. So really focusing on that medial delt. My mind to muscle connection on these is awesome. The fact that there's tension throughout really makes cables unbeatable for shoulders, in my opinion. Like, this has been one of the big staples that helped me bring up my shoulders over the years. We're taking these pretty close to failure here. I'm not afraid to push these because I can recover pretty well with my shoulder training. And then we're right into rear delt raises. And I realized as I was doing this set, not only until the end did I really nail in the form. So the big key for these bent over lateral raises on the cables is to keep your upper back in a C shape. That way you're really only using your rear delts and not squeezing your traps together. So I almost think like I'm pulling apart a piece of paper and frying my rear delts here, keeping a hinged position, long arms, long muscle length, just going in, pushing the intensity here. Not afraid to push this 1 rep in reserve or 0 reps in reserve. My shoulders can recover. I think a lot of people could use pushing themselves harder on shoulder training. Money. Alright, first back exercise. I kept it super easy with 4 sets of assisted pull-ups. This was my 3rd set, so I kind of started to gas, and I used like 50 pounds of assistance, really focusing on slowly lowering myself for that crazy deep stretch, and then driving my elbows through, squeezing my back, really feeling those lats active throughout the range of motion. My lats are finally growing, and I definitely attribute these and pullovers like lat prayers as a big player. So just really squeeze hard at the top, lower slowly. And another good tip is to start by moving your shoulder blades down. I want to do a whole video dedicated to these because they're just that good. And we capped this pull day off with maybe the best bent over row variation, best row variation I'm having lately, which is the Smith Machine bent over row. So you want to angle your grips so that you can hold the guide rods like back so they're not hitting the holes. Then I hinge back, try to keep my chest up, super long arms. You'll notice my torso isn't moving much. I'm keeping this all in the back. I don't go super heavy here. This is only like 155. Really just squeezing, making sure my back is the prime mover, driving through the elbows. No cheating, no torso swinging, all in the back, traps, lats, rhomboids, grinding here. Long arms, drive through the elbows. Brace your core hard. I say 7 to 9 rep range here. Money.
Guys, thank you very much for checking out the video. I hope you learned something from today's pull session. Guys, thank you so much for checking out the video. I hope you learned something and that you're able to take something away. If you did, please comment something down below that you learned from the video. It really helps me grow this channel. Once again, like, subscribe, share it around, do all the YouTube things, and hit me up if you need coaching. Next session, I think I'm going to do a push day. So be on the lookout for that video, as well as the vlog that I got from my time in Chicago with my boy Ryan. So we got some cool things ahead on the channel. And until then, I hope y'all have a good one. See you later.